Hey everyone, so I am trying out one of our new recipes, Meal Solution African Sweet Potato Stew. This really sounds a lot to me like a Senegalese peanut soup that I've made in the past, but this is actually one that has meat in it, or there is a vegan option replacing the meat with a can of black beans. So the recipe on the back here actually is for the multi-purpose steamer. I'm a pressure cooker gal, so I'm gonna be making this in my Instant Pot tonight, and hopefully it all works out. So on the saute feature, I've already cooked my ground turkey. I used my meat separator, which is awesome, just getting the chunks a little more separated there. I find this is a really awesome tool. It's silicone, so I highly recommend checking out the meat separator. It's fairly big. As you can see, the bottom, it's about the size of the palm of my hand, and you can use this for mashing bananas or avocados as well. So I'm just going to throw that in the sink. So the ground turkey has been sauteed. The recipe only calls for half a pound, but I'm doing the full pound because I'm always asked to add more protein when I make things. So what I needed for this is the turkey. I've got 2 very large sweet potatoes peeled and cubed here. Just dump that in. I need to add a can of diced tomatoes. So let me just get that open. So I've got my can here. I'm using a low sodium can of tomatoes. Oops. Still getting the hang of this can opener some days. No? No, I still don't have it. Okay, that time I have it. Okay, so let me just get this open. Should have opened this in advance. And this is an awesome can opener. This is not Epicure. It's a Tupperware can opener that just separates the glue from the lid. So it's taken us a little getting used to because we're so used to hearing that metal sound cutting. Oops. But it literally just takes your lid off of your can, and then you've got a smooth edge there. So adding my sweet potatoes, my diced tomatoes, a cup of water or broth. So I'm using water, so I'll probably add a little bit of salt because broth, unless you're using the Epicure broth, usually has a little bit of sodium in it. And as you know, our Epicure products are very low sodium, so it's helpful to have that. I just realized my mask is hanging here in the background. So next I need to add a can of coconut milk. So I usually just make my own coconut milk in the Vitamix by combining a cup of the non-sulfate sugar-free coconut flakes from the Bulk Barn. 1 cup of that with 2 cups of water, and then put the blender on high for a few minutes. So just adding that in. And I think that's it other than the package. So at the very end, I'm going to be adding some peanut butter. Obviously, if you have a peanut allergy, you can use a different type of nut butter, or like a wow butter, or something that that is okay for your family. And it'll just be a half a cup of natural, it says crunchy, I think this is not crunchy, but I'm okay with that. And I am debating at the end if I am going to wind up adding some cilantro or not. I also was thinking, I'll have to see how it tastes, but next time around I might add in some onion when I'm cooking the turkey, just because I'm so used to putting onions in most of my recipes. But I'll see how it is. I wanted to make it as close to the original recipe as possible. So mixing this in. And then I'm not going to use the regular stew setting on the Instant Pot because typically when I use that, I'm making something with beans in it, dried beans that I've usually done at least a quick soak on. So I'm just going to set this to manual pressure for 15 minutes and see how that turns out. So, find my lid and set my Instant Pot to manual and bring that down to 15 minutes. That should be plenty of time for the sweet potatoes to cook and for the flavors to really blend together. I don't know, it might actually need less than that, but I'm just kind of winging it since it's not the recipe that they, or the way that they're saying that the recipe goes. You could also easily just figure this out on your stovetop. So if you're just making it in a pot, you would just be testing for doneness in terms of how fast your sweet potatoes are cooking. So very simple to throw together. I'm excited to try this one and looking forward to when I can share this video with you, which is just in a few days' time. And that is it. I will show you the final product when it is ready. Bye.